Man, what up though? It's your boy Montez Allen. I'm back with another amazing motivational faith-based video. And as always, I like to begin by saying and giving out an attitude of gratitude to say thank you so much for my new followers. I think I'm at 220. It's a blessing to me. I know people have hundreds and thousands of followers and millions of followers and thousands of followers, but I remember when I started with 0 and now I'm at 220. So I like to say thank you. I'm back with another video from the pool. Make sure you actually like and subscribe this only if you like the content. Not no, I always say no pity parties over here. No pity parties, only if you like the content. All right. I got a dope motivational video for you. So like, subscribe, share, and I'll tell you some more stuff at the end of the video. But I got a message for you. I think we all can relate to this. Don't let hardship stop you. As I drink my Pinot Grigio, everybody knows that I love wine. Judge me. Don't let hardship stop you. Hardship is tough. And sometimes we ask God, like, why do I got to go through this? What's the point of me going through this hardship? And I'm talking about in finances. I ain't talking about nothing else. I'm not talking about nothing else but in your finances. When you know that you're believing for something, when you know you're working on something, you know you're trying to accomplish a dream or a goal, and it seems like you just can't get ahead. Like it's just one thing after another. Everything's due all the time. It seems like it's just hardship that's continuously coming your way. Am I the only one that's been there? If I know I haven't. So I just want to encourage you to tell you that don't let hardship stop you from moving forward. Don't let these mosquitoes be out here tearing my black skin up. Don't let hardship stop you from going after your goals and dreams. Okay? And it's tough. Sometimes you don't have the finances to run your business properly. Sometimes you do need to run some ads. Sometimes, whatever it may be, you can't let it stop you. You know why? Because there's too many people that have made it that were dead broke. That started off broke. And I always name the same people all the time. I think it's raining out here a little bit, but Steve Harvey was dead broke. He'd been bottomed out twice. Tyler Perry was dead broke. He's been homeless and living in his car. J.K. Rowling was dead broke. Barack Obama will tell you he was dead broke. Like, it's been a lot. Sylvester Stallone has been dead broke. Pretty much Amari, I think his last name Amari Hardwick, the actor, like, pretty much everybody has been dead broke. A lot of the rappers you like used to be dead broke. They used to work at odd jobs and doing what they had to do, but they kept their sight on their dream, though. So that's the important thing when you're going through tough hardship. You have to do what you got to do. I know sometimes working a job sucks, especially if it's a job that you don't really care about. It's tough, but you got to do what you got to do. The great Les Brown, motivational speaker, he's worked as a janitor. He's worked at Sears. Sears not even around no more. He's worked in door-to-door sales, selling like TVs, used TVs. And me, myself, let me tell you all the jobs that I've had real quick. I've worked at Meijer. I've worked at Old Country Buffet. I've worked at Nordstrom Rack. I've worked at J. Crew. I've worked at Verizon. I spent 2 months at a car dealership trying to sell cars and figured it out after the first month, like, I can't do this. I've worked a lot of odd jobs, and it sucks sometimes because I've never really had a job that I liked. Even when I worked on TV, it was cool to be a sports anchor now, but I didn't really super love it. I love doing my own thing now. I love talking sports on my own and can do a TV show with sports on my own, but just being a flat out sports anchor, it was cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would do it. I think I'd do it again. I don't know. But the point is sometimes when you're going through hardship, you just got to do what you got to do, especially if you got a dream. I think Akon said he worked at Kroger. Rick Ross was a correctional officer. I like rap. I mean, judge me. So I just want to let you know that when you got your eye on a dream, you can't let the hardship stop you, because you're going to have hard times. You're going to have hard times. I think it's a test. But me and my homie, Coop, we talked about this. Shout out to my homie Brandon Cooper, the owner of AFIT. It seems like God's tests be very long. And sometimes they seem like it's for no reason. Like, how long do I got to go through this? Especially when you just want to do great. You want to be successful. So sometimes it's like, man, why do I have to continue going through this hardship? I'm just trying to get ahead. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. Les Brown said it the best. He was like, in one of his speeches, I think he was speaking at the Georgia Dome, he was like, he asked God, like, why does this have to happen to me? I'm just trying to take care of my kids and my mother. Why does this got to happen to me? And I feel the same way sometimes. Like, Lord, why is this happening to me? I'm not... Why? When you get this goal and dream and you're trying to become something, and maybe it's just a test. They say it's temporary, but when you're going through hardship, it seems like it's lasting forever, right? Some of us has been struggling in our finances for a long time, and you're trying to get over. So sometimes you're like, what's the point? But what I'm telling you, if you got a goal and dream, you can't let the hardship stop you, though. It's okay. I know you might have to go back to a job and get a job. I know you don't want to. I know you believe in God for a breakthrough. But if it hasn't happened yet, you just can't go down a rabbit hole and just be broke forever. Like, just keep constantly being broke. I tried that. I said, I'm not going back to a job. This was a little minute ago. And it got hard, man. I'm talking about I'm behind on my rent. I'm behind on my car payments. I'm being transparent. I'm behind on my cell phone bill. I have to do payment arrangements. I ain't never been that. I've been broke before, but that was the brokest I've ever been when I didn't have a job. Now I was driving Uber. It was amazing how long I made it. It was amazing. Uber was paying all my bills. And at the time, my business wasn't making any money. I was like, Lord, why is this happening to me? Right? But if you got a dream and you got to go, I'm here to tell you, don't let the hardship stop you. Hardship is going to come. And it's what you do in that hardship that will determine if you stay there or not. It's going to come. And hardship is hard. Not knowing how you're going to pay your bills, behind on everything. If you're a man or woman, you want to go out or take a girl out or whatever it might be. It's hard. But even if you do have a job and you're going through hardship, still don't let it stop you. Don't lose sight of your dream. Don't lose sight of your dream. God gave you that dream for a reason. And sometimes, I've said this in one of my other videos, it seems like when God gave you a dream and you start going after it, it's like he punishes you for trying to go after it. Like you got to go through all this stuff. Whereas most people, they just don't care about their dream. They just want to be mediocre. I don't want to be mediocre. I want to be somebody. I want to make an impact in this world. I want to be rich and successful and wealthy. I want to get a Rolls Royce. I want to have a mansion. That might not be your definition of success. What I'm saying is, I don't want to be mediocre. And if any other human being in this world is not mediocre and they made things work and they're rich and successful, then we can do it too. So I had to pop on here and tell you that don't let hardship stop you. And it's hard. It's hard. I'm transparent. It's been so many times I've almost been evicted. It's been so many times where I'm behind on my car note. They could have came and snatched it at any moment. And all you see on the internet is if you struggling and broke, something wrong with you, and you don't have a skill. That's not necessarily true. Sometimes what you're working on just ain't working yet. So you got to keep working and work. You got to keep working your dream till it get hot. If you stick with it long enough, something's going to happen. Unless you just have a dumb idea. But who's to say your idea is dumb? It's a television show called freaking Sharknado. And it took him a long time. Squid Games. I think the dude from Squid Games, it took him like 10 years to get it to pop. But guess what? He had his time. And now he's probably a multimillionaire. So do what you got to do. I don't care if you got to work at a diner. I don't care if you got to go back. I'm not going back to a grocery store. I'm not going to put that out there. I worked at a grocery store for 5 years when I was in college. Meyer. But do what you got to do, though. Try to get a good paying job if you need to. Do what you got to do to keep your dream alive. Don't let hardship stop you. It's a test. And God's tests are very hard, and I don't understand why he make them that hard. But I'm here to encourage you not to give up on your dreams, and don't stop working on your dreams just because you're going through some tough, hard times. And I get it, man. The negative amount of negative bank accounts I've had, one of my accounts with a certain institution had to close down because I couldn't pay it. I was in a negative so much that I couldn't even pay it back. I'm just being real. It was hard going after something, throwing my all into it, lost all my money. But you know what? I bet you I keep going. So somebody out here needs to hear this. I'm here to tell you, don't let hardship stop you. All right? If you like this content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe it. Also, click the link below. Head over to faithbasedmerch.com. Also, I'll release my 4th book. It's called You're Dope, Now Act Like It. I know you'll love it. It'll bless you. So, again, I just want to let you know, don't let hardship stop you. It ain't going to last forever unless you want it to. Peace and blessings. Bye.